Hey folks, it's Masterpiece, and today I got another vintage collection review for you. This time it's going to be the Return of the Jedi 4-pack. I believe it's the Court Denizens 4-pack. This is part of the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. There's not too much to see in the front here, just a window with all 4 figures displayed. So it comes with Reimes, Tess, Vulcan, Ciri, and Tamame Garin. And on the top, we just get a preview of, all of the other figures that are in this line. Nothing on this side. Not too much on the bottom. And not too much on this side either. On the back, however, we get a nice picture of the sail barge along with a skiff. So I'm not going to read that. You can pause it and read it. I'm just going to go ahead and open this packaging and get the rest of the figures out. Alright, so sealed collectors are going to be very happy to know that all 4 of these card backs come unpunched. So here's Tamame Garin. Vulcan Ciri. Here's Tess. And Reimes. So I think I want to start with Reimes first, just because he's one that we already have. I believe the rest of these are new, or at least I know that Tess is been in need of a new TVC 3 3/4 inch figure that we just haven't gotten. And I think Vulcan Ciri maybe might be another one that we've gotten like way back in the day. But all of these were in much need of a resculpt. So we're gonna start with Reimes first. Alright, so here's Reimes. There's nothing too different about this guy from the first release. The first time we've gotten this figure, I believe, was in the Jabba's Palace playset. That's with that one came with 2 figures. It came with this one, Reimes, and carbonized Han Solo. It also came with like I believe that card back came with a carded carbonized Solo, and then one where he was out of the carbonized block. So this figure is fairly dated, especially with today's standards. So we'll go over articulation again with this one. This doesn't have rocker ankles. It doesn't even have any articulation with the feet. So they're just stationary. You really have to try hard to get them to, stand. It's not hard, but it's not as easy as like a figure with rocker ankles. Knee articulation, no thigh swivel. It has swivel hips, so only front and back. Arm articulation, elbow, wrist, and the head. This is how much he could look up, and this is how much he could look down. The paint apps on this new one look a little better. I have the one that I got with the Jabba's Palace playset inside the barge right now, and I really don't want to reaching for it to compare these two, but I could tell you right now that the first release had like this really dark pink hue to it, whereas this one doesn't really have that one, or not as much. So it looks pretty even with the hands, the head, and the neck area. Looks better. As far as the paint apps with the outfit go, it honestly all looks the same to me. I might be wrong, but it's a good looking figure. Not too much going on with this figure, but there it is. Reimes. So onto the accessories. He comes with 2 blasters that I've never seen before. These are some weird looking blasters. One blaster pistol and then one more larger blaster pistol right here. This one looks a little bit more familiar. It looks like the blaster pistol that the Rebel Fleet troopers used, kind of. The blasters that they used in the beginning of A New Hope. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to display this guy with any blasters, especially not these ones. On my sail barge, I have him displayed with a shot glass in his hand, and he's standing right next to Saint Marais, or Yak Face, also with a shot glass in his hand, and that's how I like it. They look pretty good, so this guy doesn't, I don't think this guy needs any blasters or anything like that. He's more of a party guy, not really, to me, he's more of a party guy, not really a bounty hunter. So I'll put this guy over here. He's probably gonna fall at some point in this video just because of the wonderful articulation on that guy. But we're gonna move on to the next figure, that being Tess. Again, he has the Return of the Jedi title there, red name pill, 40th anniversary logo of the Return of the Jedi on the top left. He only comes with 1 blaster. It looks like the same blaster that Reimes comes with, this one. Yep, exact same blaster. The cardback image looks a little strange just because it looks a little bit like photoshopped or animated. It doesn't look like the actual guy in the Tess mask, because you could just tell if you compare it with the Reimes cardback. You have the window of these windows of the sail barge that you can see in the background of Reimes, and then you see him on here and it's kind of fake, whereas Reimes has a shot cardback image of the actual actor with, you know, wearing the costume, and then in the background you see the windows of the sail barge. This one, you can kind of tell that none of that is real. But anyways, this is VC 286. I forgot to mention Reimes's VC number. That's 137. That should be the same VC number as the first release from the Jabba's Palace playset. But yeah, I'm gonna open this one up now. Alright, so I heard that this figure has the Calus lower body for the mold. It certainly looks like it, honestly. You could even see the these holes right here that pretty much house the belt that Cal was wearing, and probably even the pistol holster, because there's 2 holes there, right there. You see that? So it's just basically Calus' lower half just painted white. And that's where they would glue the notches from the belt. So this guy has some really good articulation, or should have some really good articulation just for a background character, which is amazing, you know? You can't ask for anything better with a character like this. We'll check out the articulation right now. So he has rocker ankles. That's the articulation there. Swivel at the thigh, ball joint, hips. The articulation in the waist, or the core articulation, isn't that great though. I don't know if it's this right here, whatever he's wearing here, but if so, it's kind of limiting him from moving. Arm articulation, elbow. There we go. And wrists. You do that. And that. He's got his tentacles like usual Corrin do. It's soft plastic, so it's very flexible, very rubbery material. Good head articulation. The tentacles don't get in the way. You could look up, look down. Well, can't really look up and down all that much. He has his cape, which looks really nice. All around, this figure looks fantastic. A lot better than I was expecting it to be. And I was already hyped for the articulation that this figure was going to get. So he's going to be a good welcome addition to the sail barge. He's got like a lot of weathering and detail in the back. But he looks great. I think I'm gonna pose him up like this. I'll have him there. Good pose for him. And we'll move on to the next figure. Alright, so next one we got here is Tame Garin. Very nice card back image of him. Just standard image of the character standing there. He does have one accessory, his blaster pistol. Doesn't look like he has a holster for the pistol. We turn it around. He's VC 287. Then you got the attention label, danger stuff, all that. We're gonna get right into it. Alright, so here's Tame Garin. A very unique character. Even though there's like two other ones that look exactly like him. Just a little bit different costume variations in the Return of the Jedi. But it's new in terms of action figures that we've gotten. I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we haven't seen a guy like this in the vintage collection. Just like a regular grunt looking guy. I really like him. The brown color on his vest here looks good. It has like a bit of a black wash. He has a kind of skirt thing that's soft plastic, rubbery, flexible plastic, so it doesn't get in the way of articulation. But this guy does have rocker ankles, all of the other articulated parts as Tessic. Probably even better articulation in the waist. Arm articulation's the same too. Head articulation. I'm gonna take this off though. So this is what the character looks underneath the mask. That's with the mask on. This is blaster pistol. We've seen that plenty of times. And pretty good figure. Could have used more weathering? Yeah, maybe. But I'm glad that we have this guy to complete the sail barge. So last but not least, we have Vulcan to Ciri, which is a figure that a lot of people wanted for a long time, especially a newly retooled Vulcan to Ciri, because like I said before, I think we've gotten this card in the 3 3/4 inch line, but way back in the day. Probably like sometime in like the 90s or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know my TVC history, guys, so don't quote me on that. Anyways, a pretty decent picture of Vulcan to Ciri there on the card back that they chose for the card back image. He has the same blaster pistol that Tame Drengarin had, except looks like he has a holster for his pistol. He is one of the guys that's on the skiff, or one of the skiffs. This is VC 288. Vulcan to Ciri. Finally. This guy looks cool. Good weathering on the shirt thing, armor, tunic thing here. The helmet looks very unique. I like it. Looks like he has a holster here for his pistol. Articulation feels great. Rocker ankles, knee, swivel at the thigh, barbell hips. Core articulation, arm, elbow, wrist. There we go. Head. Let me try to take this off. So this is what Vulcan to Ciri looks like without the helmet. Interesting. I wonder if that's how the actors actually looked underneath all of that stuff. Who knows? Probably not. But it'd be pretty cool if it was. And then for the accessory, it's the same blaster we've seen a million times. Just gonna put that in his holster. So this 4-pack didn't have a lot of big characters. It was just all 4 side characters. These 3 right here are great because they are on the new body mold, and they just, I guess, decided to add Reimes into the 4-pack. Did they need to do that? No, not really. I mean, I don't know if Reimes was going for a lot of money in the secondary market. I got lucky and I was able to get the Jabba's Palace playset for a very good deal a few months ago. I think I even got them this year with that set. Come to think of it, it must have been like at a local con or something, and there was a guy that was selling the Palace playset for pretty cheap, so I think I was even able to talk him down from that price point that he had. So I got it at a really good deal. But yeah, it's an outdated figure compared to these three guys right here. But whatever. I don't know what I'll do with the other Rees. I'll probably repaint him and make him into a different alien. I don't know. We'll see what we do with that extra Rees. First, I'm gonna see which one looks better, the old one or the new one. Probably this one, but yeah, these guys are awesome. Tessic, we needed him. Vulcan to Ciri, awesome figure, and it just adds to the sail barge. So I'm gonna go ahead and display these in the sail barge, and I'll show you that in just a sec.